Have you ever looked into the eyes of a person who has lost everything, only to realize that the person staring back at you in the mirror is next? We live in a world of curated shadows, where the truth is a commodity bought and sold by those who breathe the rarefied air of skyscraper penthouses. But what happens when the ventilation system starts pumping in the stench of the basement? Today, we are pulling back the heavy velvet curtains on a conspiracy so vast, so deeply embedded in our daily lives, that you will never look at your smartphone or your bank statement the same way again. Stay with me until the very last word, because the final revelation isn't just a plot twist, it is a mirror held up to your own reality. You feel that tightening in your chest? That is your soul recognizing a frequency it was told to forget. The city of Oakhaven was a masterpiece of architectural deception. To the tourists, it was a gleaming hub of innovation and glass. To Detective Elias Thorne, it was a crime scene waiting for a chalk outline. Elias wasn't a man of many words, he was a man of patterns. And the pattern he saw emerging in the spring of 2026 was terrifying. High-ranking officials weren't just retiring, they were vanishing into thin air, leaving behind pristine bank accounts and empty families. No ransom notes. No bodies. Just a digital silence that screamed louder than any siren. Elias began his descent into the rabbit hole when he found a discarded encrypted drive in the pocket of a dry-clean suit belonging to a missing senator. The drive didn't contain state secrets or Swiss bank codes. It contained a single video file. A looped recording of a heartbeat, synchronized with the flickering of a street lamp in the city's poorest district. It was a rhythmic command, a subconscious trigger that Elias felt vibrating in his own teeth. He realized then that the city wasn't being governed by laws, but by frequencies. A shadow organization, known in the dark corners of the web as the Architects, had moved beyond physical control. They were using the very infrastructure of the city, the Wi-Fi signals, the power grids, the smart lighting, to modulate human emotion. Fear on Tuesdays to drive insurance sales. Euphoria on Fridays to encourage reckless spending. But the senator had found the off switch, and for that, he was deleted from existence. As you listen to this, do you feel a slight hum in the background of your own room? Is it just the refrigerator, or is it the sound of a choice being made for you? You are here because you are one of the few who can still hear the static between the lies. Your presence is the first glitch in their perfect matrix. By staying here, by engaging with this truth, you are reclaiming your own mind. Can you feel the warmth of that realization spreading through you? Subscribe now to join the resistance of the conscious. Your focus is the only weapon they cannot hack. Elias tracked the heartbeat signal to an abandoned subway terminal, a relic of a time before the city became a digital fortress. There, deep beneath the concrete, he found the source. It wasn't a computer. It was a garden. Thousands of biological processes, human brains kept in stases, their neural pathways harvested to run the city's optimal life algorithm. Among them, he saw the senator. He saw the missing judges. And he saw a vacant pod with his own name etched into the glass. The door behind him hissed shut. Standing there was Julian Vane, the city's most beloved philanthropist, a man whose face was on every billboard. Vane didn't look like a villain, he looked like a tired father. Elias, he said, his voice a perfect melody of empathy. We aren't killing them. We are giving them immortality. They are the OS of a perfect society. No more war, no more crime, just the seamless flow of the collective. Vane offered Elias a choice. He could become the lead architect, the one who would fine-tune the human experience for the next 100 years. Or he could become part of the hardware. The temptation was a physical weight, the promise of a world without pain, a world where every heartbeat was a note in a grand symphony of order. But Elias looked at the pod. He looked at the flickering light. He realized that a world without pain is a world without choice. He didn't use a gun. He used the encrypted drive. He plugged the senator's heartbeat loop into the main interface. The frequency didn't match. It was a dissonance, a scream of individuality that tore through the harmonic control of the facility. The system began to feedback. The optimal life algorithm started to eat itself. You feel that rush of adrenaline? That is the sound of the walls coming down. You are no longer just a viewer, you are a witness to the collapse of a false idol. This story is your invitation to wake up. Like this video if you choose the messy, beautiful reality of freedom over the polished cage of control. Your engagement tells the world that the human spirit is not for sale. The facility went dark. The city above flickered and groaned as the forced euphoria evaporated. People woke up in their beds, feeling a strange, heavy sadness, the first real emotion they had felt in years. Elias escaped into the night, carrying the only copy of the drive that could prevent the architects from rebooting. He is still out there, moving through the shadows of Oakhaven. The billboards are blank now, but the air is clear. The heartbeat is gone, replaced by the chaotic, wonderful noise of a city that is finally, painfully, alive. You have heard the truth. You have felt the pulse. Now, the choice is yours. Will you go back to sleep, or will you keep searching for the light? Type I am in the comments to signal that you are awake and ready for what comes next.